Friends, on this, the fourth Sunday of Advent, as we light the fourth Advent candle, it's the candle of love. And as we do so, we turn to Matthew's Gospel, Matthew 1:18 to 25, the story of Joseph's dream. Over the last few weeks, we've been exploring the journey of Mary in Luke's Gospel. Today, we look at Joseph, and as with the other passages that we've been reflecting on, I invite us to see the story as a universal metaphor, or an archetypal story that speaks of how God, the divine, breaks into our lives and our world in love. Beneath this story, the surface of it, lies an invitation to all of us to embody love as Joseph does in the story, a love that is courageous and compassionate. In the story, Joseph is faced with a dilemma. Mary, to whom he is betrothed, is found to be with child. And according to the accepted cultural customs of the time, Joseph could have chosen to distance himself from Mary, preserving his honor and fulfilling the expectations of society. The dignified way would have been for him to let her go. But instead, Joseph listens more deeply. He opens his heart to a voice that comes from beyond his fear and beyond pride. It's the voice of the divine, the voice of possibility, the voice of love itself. And that voice comes in a dream. An angel in a dream whispers, "Do not be afraid." And Joseph, in that moment, surrenders, and he chooses love over fear. He chooses to stand by Mary, to embrace the unexpected and to welcome this unexpected unfolding of life that is beginning to unfold in a way that he had never imagined or planned. What does it mean for us to choose love in our lives? Love's often portrayed as gentle and sentimental, but Joseph's story reminds us that true love requires great courage. Love calls us to move beyond our fear of judgment, our fear of what others might think or say, fear of vulnerability, the fear of the unknown. And the invitation of love is to trust in a greater wisdom unfolding in the midst of what might feel like a world of chaos. And in these moments, love calls us to stand beside others, like Joseph stood beside Mary. We are called to stand beside others when it would be easier to turn away. It calls us to choose compassion over respectability. It invites us to accept the mystery of life, even when, like Joseph, we can't see the full picture. We don't understand what is happening. And so in this Advent season, as we are reminded of the infinite love of God shining upon a fragile world, lost in the darkness of human pride, fear, cruelty, and violence, we ask ourselves, where are we being called to choose love? Where might we set aside our fears, our pride, our doubts, to make room for something greater? The story of Joseph reminds us that love is an active choice and not just a feeling. And as we are touched by that divine love and light that has been revealed in the Christ child, love should become something that we do, something we live, something we participate in. Like Joseph in the story, when we choose love, we make space for new life, new possibilities, and new hope, for the Christ child to be born once again into the world. Amen. God bless you as you continue to think and reflect on these things. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas. Although I will have a Christmas message for you as well. God bless.